I'm finally holding in my hand a photograph which, after years of searching, offers proof, perhaps the only existing proof, that I had a brother. My memories of him are vague, but I have too many memories for me to be mistaken. I was a very sickly child, and for the first few years of my life I was rarely allowed to play outside, so I didn't mix with other kids. It was just me and my brother. We even shared a bedroom, and my brother was even sicklier than me, so thin and pale that in my memories and dreams, for I dream about him often, his skin was practically the color white. I'm pretty sure that he needed regular blood transfusions from me. This is one of my clearest memories of our all too brief time together. He needed these to stay alive. He called me blood brother. But weirdly enough, my parents have always insisted that I was an only child. It's strange that I can't remember his name too, but he was always around until I was maybe the age of 5. I became convinced this wasn't some imaginary friend scenario. I'm sure I recall him coming along on family outings to theme parks and carnivals, though he had to be careful as he burned very easily in the sun. But then very suddenly he was no longer around. I guess it makes sense to protect a young child from certain harsh realities, but why didn't my parents ever sit me down when I was older and reveal what really happened? I assumed he must have passed away. My mom died last year. I feel bad about this now, but even on her deathbed, I implored her, one final time, to tell me about my brother. But one final time, she denied I'd ever had one. And one final time, I could tell she was afraid. My dad lost his marbles a few years back, so with my mom's death, I knew that nobody could solve this mystery but me. I ransacked my mom's house looking for photos of those family outings. She'd always hidden some photos from me. You'd get 24 photos from a roll of film, but in every album there were only 22 or 23. And even some of those were crudely cropped by scissors, no doubt wielded by my folks. But they'd made a mistake. On a single cropped photo, the one I'm holding now, the one I've been staring at, transfixed for hours, they snipped away my brother, but left his arm across my shoulder. It's one of the few photos of myself where I'm not wearing my silver crucifix around my neck. My parents always made me swear to never, ever take it off, but sometimes young kids just forget. I look very pale in the photograph, but my brother's arm is even paler. In fact, it looks like bone. His thin fingers are embedded into my flesh like 5 hypodermic needles.